Hey guys, it's Chelsa Messenger with Picks and Parlays. We're talking NFL action, headed to the AFC North for a big Monday night football matchup between two teams that not a lot of love lost between these two, the Ravens and the Browns. Christmas is right around the corner and we've got a promo code. The code is ELF, ELF, for 20% off the entire site at picksandparlays.net. The Ravens are road favorites, -2.5. The total is 47. Cleveland, a little interesting that they're 9-3 on the year and they're getting points at home against a Ravens team that's 7-5. But I think the Ravens team is getting a lot healthier. Granted, Cleveland looked really good against my Titans last week, but that was a Titans defense that is really terrible. We've got Lee from ASA joining us to break this one all down. Lee, what are your initial thoughts when you saw these two teams matched up?
Well, interesting point about the point spread. Baltimore only being favored by 2.5 here because they've been favored by 7 or more points in 4 straight in the series. Earlier this year, they were favored by 7 at home and they beat the Browns 38-6. If we even go back further, in their last 2 division games, the Browns, when they've stepped up against good competition, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, they've gotten beat 38-6, 38-7. Now the Ravens have lost 4 of their last 6. 2 of those were to Pittsburgh, obviously one of the best teams in the NFL, to Tennessee, and then also to New England. Looking at the Browns, though, I do think there's fool's gold here with the Browns yet this season. They're 9-3. They've got a negative 15-point differential, which is the worst in NFL history for a team that's won 9 of their first 12 games. 2 of their 9 wins have come against teams with current winning records, Indy and Tennessee. So I'm not going to buy the Browns yet. I do think this is a short number, and I will take Baltimore minus the points on the road.
A thing about the Browns beating the Titans, I said it in the intro, and I'll say it again. The Titans defense is really, really terrible. And the fact that Baker Mayfield threw 4 touchdowns and, over 300 yards passing, I don't think that's going to happen against this Ravens secondary. This is a really good Ravens secondary that, despite a lot of injuries and a lot of guys going on the COVID list, it's been the next man up mentality, and they still have a lot of talent when it comes to the secondary. So I can see Baker Mayfield throwing some picks in this one. However, I underestimated the Browns last week against the Titans. Granted, that defense is really bad. So I'm going to stay away from a side in this one, and I am taking the Ravens team total under 24.5 at -122 with the juice to the under as opposed to the over, just because the Ravens have scored more than 24 points only once in their last 6 games, and that was against the Cowboys run defense that is dead last in the league. So I think it's been a big issue for them when they lost their all-pro left tackle, Ronnie Stanley. When he was out for the year against the Steelers, they have not scored more than 24 in any of those games, except for that game against the Cowboys. So I think that's been a big problem for their run game. And this is a Ravens team that is a bit one-dimensional. I hate saying it, but if they can't run the ball effectively, it is going to affect their points total. And I think this Browns run defense is a lot better than the Cowboys defense, just because the Cowboys defense is so bad. Cleveland actually, I believe they're top 10 in run defense. They're not the Steelers by any stretch of imagination, but they are a little bit better than the Cowboys. So I think the Ravens stay under this points total of 24.5. I could see them scoring 24 maybe, but the fact that the total is also 47, a little bit on the lower end, can see the Ravens not scoring a whole lot.
How about a 24-17 Baltimore win? That would be great for both of us.
Yeah, we'll take it. I think we've got to mention this Browns rush attack too, just because it's been so dynamic, led by, of course, Nick Chubb, who has sat out a few games due to injuries and things, but he's still close to the leaderboard when it comes to total rushing yards when it comes to the league. So I think that's the key for the Browns. If they can run the ball effectively against this Ravens defense, they've got a shot. I'm just wondering what we'll see from Baker Mayfield, because I think the Ravens will get some pressure on him, unlike the Titans. What do you think is one of the X factors in this game?
Yeah, just what you mentioned. Baker Mayfield's been really, really good when he's not pressured. When he's got time to throw, he's been good. When he's under pressure is when he is not good. And historically, I mean, you can't ignore the historical numbers for this series. The Ravens have beaten them 21 of the last 25 meetings. In the last 3 meetings, they've outscored them 107-27. And Baltimore has won 10 of their last 12 on the road, so I don't think the the venue is a factor here. Yeah, the rushing angle could be big for both teams. Both teams are going to want to run the football exclusively, not get caught in a high-scoring shootout. So yeah, I expect Baltimore to win, and like you say, it could be a low-scoring game and just a grind them out running game for both teams.
Right. What I can't trust is Cleveland because I'm just
Yeah.
avoiding them altogether just because I don't know what I'm going to get from Baker Mayfield. That's been our football talk here on Picks and Parlays. Great stuff from Lee from ASA. Lee, thanks for joining us.